Hello, everybody. This is Rich, and you're watching my YouTube channel where I play awesome tabletop RPGs with cool people. This is part of the Sunday afternoon intercontinental group of awesome. This is the second of the terminal drama. Shoot, what is the thing called? Terminal. Alex, is terminal something? Terminal drama? Terminal mystery?
I think terminal drama.
Terminal drama. Yes, this is the second of the terminal drama miniseries of Monster of the Week, run by Alex. I again get to step in and play Morgan the Monstrous. Now, this is the kind of the Empire that Strikes Back version of this trilogy, and I will, unfortunately, due to personal events, won't be here next week. So, Alex, you're hosting that on your YouTube channel, right? I just want to kind of get in front of that.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think I have a hang of how to do that.
All right, cool. If you have any trouble during the week, let me know, because I want to make sure that I can at least watch these fantastic people as we, and by we I mean not me, but everybody else but me, continue this wonderful adventure. Not sad about it at all, but hey. Okay, so Alex, why don't you take it away?
Okay, well, first, should we have just a little introduction of the characters again, just very quickly? I'll go in little screen order. So, Ty.
I am proud to be the head of the little screens. I'm playing Ty. Ty is the chosen. He's basically a Jack bro. But it's okay because he has an axe and also a beautiful wife he is head over heels in love with.
Oh.
Oh.
And Vincent?
Vincent, with his shady past, is the least magical one in the group, I think. But he makes up for it with having an SMG and other big guns.
And Bran?
Yes, Bran is the spells slinger, and she's the one Ty is in love with, and luckily she's very much in love with him too. So they just got married, and she's got the most awesome ring ever.
Which sadly has no cracks in and has not been lost.
Oh, thank goodness.
And Morgan?
I'm Morgan the Monstrous. I'm well, who's counting, but I'm a rather aged vampire, and I like to drink, instead of blood, emotions, particularly sadness.
And James/Jessica.
Yes, I'm playing James or Jessica, depending who's in the driver's seat at the time. I am the spooky of the group, and currently James is in charge, but we'll see, because I think Jessica's scratching at the surface, and we'll see how much trouble she causes.
Now, something I forgot last time was to do XP. So I thought I'd just quickly, we'll start with James. I'll just ask you quick questions, and the rest of you can think of your answers to these questions as well to decide how much XP you're getting. Did you conclude the current mystery, James?
I did not.
No. Did you save someone from certain death or worse? I think you might be the only one who can say yes to that, actually.
That nurse?
Yeah.
Count with a certain death, I think, being run over by a car?
They looked pretty bad, and they were in a situation that looked like it was going to get worse, so...
Okay.
Did we learn something new or important about the world? I think maybe as a group you can all say yes to that, because Morgan had a flashback to her dark history. So I think you get a yes from that. And did you learn something new and important about one of the new hunters? Or one of the hunters?
I don't think I did.
Okay.
Trying to remember.
Well, I think you can. I think you can get 1 XP, because if you get a yes to 1 or 2 of those, you get to mark XP. If you can get to 3 or 4, you can mark 2. So Morgan.
Yes.
Do you have some yeses or nos to anything
Oh,
else?
well, we did conclude the mystery about
No, I'm not accepting that.
it was a mystery that could save money, and it turns out that it doesn't actually in the end.
Oh,
Uh,
that missed. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't think of that. Okay, you can have a. You can all have. I think that bumps you up to 3, Will. So you get 2 XP, and I don't think that bumps you up to 3 though. Unless you think you learned something new and important about one of the hunters, Morgan, to bump you up to 3 yeses.
Do I know that Ty is an idiot who gave part of his soul in the ring? Was that just subtext? I can't remember.
It was part of his marriage vow, but I'm not sure it was public knowledge he actually did that thing. It was just sort of like, oh, look at Ty being romantic and saying.
I paid attention to the vows because I wanted to use them as ammunition against Vincent later for feeding. So I think I know that. It's pretty important. Where's Ty's soul?
I think that was a few sessions back. I don't think that was in this session, so I'm not going to allow that one.
All right. Very well.
So
then.
I think you've got 2 yeses.
Yes, no,
So-
I don't think I learned anything important except for we had a new hunter, but yeah, it's this. The history was that we already knew him, so that's all right. I guess I know.
So 1 XP for you,
All right.
Bran. So Bran, so you concluded the current mystery, the one that we started the session with.
Yes.
Because of Morgan's argument.
Did everybody get one from learning new stuff?
That's 1 yes from learning new stuff, yes.
So
Did you save anyone or
no.
learn anything new? So 1 XP for
well-
you. Oh,
Does it count? Did I know about Jessica's feelings towards Ty? Because I did hear, her going, sugar and all that quite a lot last session. And I would count that as important knowledge from my character. Stretching it a
Okay.
little bit.
okay, you've bumped it up to 3 yeses. You've also got 2 XP.
Yay, thank you.
Vincent?
Well, I did swoop in guns blazing to save James, who couldn't protect himself from the zombies.
I'm not sure that's
I mean,
certain.
Jessica could have taken care of herself, but James?
I think that's just regular help at saving someone rather than certain death.
Fine.
So far 1 XP then?
Sure.
You'd only spend it on more cars anyway. So.
I
And Ty.
always know.
I think I have 1 XP too.
1 XP. Okay. Yep. That sounds about right. So there's XP, and I'll just say again that in our previous sessions, I've just been giving a small amount of luck, and we've basically been hand waving it away anyway. But that was when it seemed like we were just doing a 2-parter, but then we've kind of grown into a campaign, so I thought let's have the full access and use all the mechanics of luck, which is you start with 7 luck, and you can spend it to decrease a wound that you've suffered to 0 harm, or after a roll you can retroactively change a result to a 12. So, and when you have no luck left, bad things happen to you, and certain playbooks chosen spooky, things get pretty bad. And you have special tags that will become activated the less luck you have left. And I think we probably trigger the end of days when Ty runs out of luck. So you've following Ty's vision, you have investigated the central kind of city centre hospital, and you've kind of tracked down the corridor that Ty's vision was set in, and Bran, using her familiar Odin the Crow, tracked the image or the memory or something, we're not quite sure, to a coma patient called Toby, who's in a ward of coma patients. And Morgan, then sent the nurse away to get Jelly, because to get her out of the way, and also remembered something about Polynesian dream magic, which was totally not just the first thing I could think of. Damn your moves. And so you are currently just all of you in a coma ward with no interruption. All the patients are in comas. I believe you did you tell everyone about your recollections of priestesses and rituals to do with dreams and...
I think that I related it in rather factual tone. Perhaps dream magic will help us here in dealing with this young child. So, whoever's up for some dream traveling, I'm sure that Bran can make it happen.
Do we have to do it here?
Yes.
Okay. Fine. Ty's just gonna sit down cross-legged in the middle of the floor and look expectant.
So I wasn't paying attention because I leveled up and I was reading the new moves. This is why you don't do XP at the beginning of the session, because I want something new. Sorry.
Well, Morgan was just telling about that she thought maybe this demonic doctor thing image being in this boy's head might be something to do with Polynesian dream magic, and was suggesting a little travel into dreams, and then looked at you.
Here?
That's what Ty said.
So are you suggesting all of us doing that, or just one of us?
I haven't actually travelled in dreams myself. I thought the more the merrier, and we do have the room to ourselves.
Can we block that door so they can't open it from outside?
I don't think so. Doesn't seem like a lockable door since it is a ward.
I mean, there's those pole stands that have IV drips on. I mean, one of those could be shoved into the door handles if you wanted to try and bar it in some way.
On it.
So we just all go in, and if somebody comes in, we're just sleeping here. That'll look weird. Well, then again, we might need everybody in there, so things can go wrong with
this magic stuff may come natural to all of you guys. I'm weirded out by the shit.
So you're not coming in with us?
I'm just saying I'm weirded out by this shit. You're talking about this like it's no big deal. Like, and we'll just go into a dream and look. I'm perfectly happy in my own body.
Yeah, like the way you talk about making deals with demons, like that's every day.
I know, right?
Well, that was different.
How is it different?
Well, I didn't use any magic there.
Oh, well, you won't be using any magic here either. They do all the magic-y stuff, right?
But fine.
I think the proximity is important, but perhaps there's a hospital nearby. I'm sorry, a hotel or an inn or tavern that we could stay nearby. I'm sorry, no, like a hotel. That's the right word.
Yeah, that would probably make more sense, because if we get Goth being here with no good reason and sleeping in here, it's going to be really bad. And with magic, things sometimes, doesn't exactly go the way it's planned. So.
Wait, but don't we need the kids?
Oh my god, we're not kidnapping the kid.
Well,
This is very rare, so I want you to bear with me on this. I agree with Tyler.
Oh my god.
Okay. I wonder if we just take something of his with us, that we could maybe connect to him if we can find a hotel nearby.
Are you planning to do? It sounds like you're trying to do big magic, going into somebody's dreams.
Yes.
One of the requirements would be the person.
Oh boy. In that case, I think we're staying here. I tend to agree with these guys. We're not kidnapping anybody.
How's Ty feeling about that?
We're not kidnapping people. No kidnapping.
The kid's already napping.
Okay. What if we tell the nurse we're just moving him to a private room that we can lock?
I want
I'm
an act of
lying.
pressure, by the way, from James, because I think Jessica is kind of is like under the surface, kind of wanting to join in this conversation.
Of course she is.
Okay.
It's about kidnapping.
Yes, you probably go in that direction. Okay, act under pressure.
What's your cool?
That's a -1, so that's a 4.
Yeah, Jessica's here now.
Oh boy.
Got to see a big smile come across James' face. Did someone say kidnapping?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
3 times?
Yes.
4 times? Possibly 10 times?
The
I could keep a
part
look
where
at
we're
it.
not doing it.
Oh, we're not doing it. That's a shame. Okay.
Why? Why is that a shame?
Just sounds like so much fun.
Look, kidnapping is fine, but not with kids.
I like Vincent's standards.
If this was a grown man, things would have been different.
We could injure one of you so that you need to be checked into the hospital and we'll all be visiting you.
We're already in the hospital visiting him.
So, who do you want to injure? I'm looking at Vincent.
That's not for being injured.
Well, yeah, but he's here in this ward, so unless they're, like, unconscious and in a coma, that doesn't really help.
I'm sure there are drugs that can do that.
How do we get our hands on those drugs, though?
I don't know. I'm not the plan maker.
Well, you seem to be coming up with pretty good ideas. Maybe just a little bit hard to, do, but...
I'm sure there's got to be a spell.
I
Bran,
thought
put
we were
someone
just,
in a
I mean,
trance.
I already barred the door, so...
Just in and out, in and out. Just dip our toe in the dream and mess around,
So,
break something, fix something, get out.
I guess we could try to do a spell on the door so that it somehow wakes us up in case somebody pushes through the barricade. Not that I could try to ask Odin, but he is not always so reliable.
No Odin.
I like the idea of Odin. I can about imagine how he'd wake
would.
Jensen up.
Yes, and someone could stay to guard also, in case somebody doesn't feel comfortable with all the magic.
I don't know. I kind of like the idea of Vincent in the dreamscape with us.
I have to admit, I kind of do like that idea as well.
He will help to ground us. He will help to protect us with his mundanity.
I don't mind staying awake and keeping an eye on all of y'all. It'd be my pleasure.
I think we should all do the sleep thing. All of us or none of us.
That
Okay.
seems...
Such a party pooper.
I don't understand this sort of stuff, but... I mean, if I stay back here and something goes wrong for you on the other end, I can't get myself in there.
That is true. Okay. So how do we make sure nobody gets in here?
You could use just some magic if you wanted to, or do you want to just like barricade this?
Look, is there anything wrong with the thing that I just... Come on, have some faith.
It's not that I think there's anything wrong with that, but if they notice that we barricade the door, maybe they will get, a little bit alarmed, as of why would we want to do something like that?
I'm sure
So-
Jay wouldn't mind some buff orderlies.
So what if we try to use a spell to kind of make this room and the boy and everything disappear for a while, so they wouldn't actually even notice the room is there?
Oh, kind of just a kind of, so their
Is
just
that-
attention just flows away from.
Yes. Yes.
I think as just a straight magic roll could do that.
Okay. Let's.
I think I've seen
Jay,
that in like
first.
Harry Potter.
Yeah. Let's do
I was
this.
Doctor
thinking
Who.
Hitchhiker's Guide, but
Doctor Who. Perception filter.
yeah.
Okay.
Anyone else got any reference?
That's a 9. That's a 9.
You and your eye. So, sorry, I'm just bringing up the. Got too many.
Did you ask for any help?
I didn't. Can I still
You
ask
can.
for help at this point? It's like, Morgan, can you help me out a
You
little
said like
bit?
a little bead of sweat as you're
Yeah,
kind of concentrating, and it's.
Yeah, I think I lost my concentration at some point. Can you see it on the viewing of?
Yes. I'll try to help her complete a spell. If that's allowed, I'd like to do that.
Yeah.
Of course,
So use your
she's asked the worst possible person to help. That's all right.
What do you mean? Your weird is 3.
Yes, but help out with cool.
You don't help with weird.
Oh right. Well,
Yeah.
but I figured you're like, oh, spooky.
Oh.
We have a spooky. I'm so sorry. I didn't
Exactly. It makes perfect
not
sense.
remember we have a spooky.
It's all right. Bran can't see my character sheet.
Also -1 cool.
Oh, that's all right. Nothing to worry about. Just waste my box cards for the day.
Okay. Let's just check. You've yeah. You just. I mean, what do? You add to. What kind of? How are you doing your magic, by the way, Bran?
Oh boy, I had
Is
to
it-
do. I have a foci. However you pronounce that?
Okay.
Yeah. So it's I have a thing like it looks like a little dagger. It's on my hair. So that's my foci. It's sort of like it looks like a hairpin thing. It's a little bit longer. So it's just sticking out from there. So it doesn't with my outfit. It's not so noticeable. I need to get what? How many? many again? I think I only needed 2 of these. So that, and I am doing either gestures or incantations, depending on the situation. Whether, well, now I'm obviously I can do incantations. Nobody's hearing me.
Yeah. So do you just help kind of with the incantations? Or-
Yes, we make it a little duet.
Oh. I think the lights kind of the room flicker slightly, and there's just like this slight ripple around the door for a second, but then
Where are you then?
and then you all actually kind of find it slightly hard to look at the door. Like it's you know the door's there, but because you just cast the spell, but at the same time you can just feel like, oh, the bin next to the door. That's interesting. Yeah, success.
Okay. Whew.
Nice job.
So you now have you kind of actually just as when you were like looking at the door, just as you cast it, you can now kind of see through that little window the nurse holding a load of like jellies and just like kind of looking confused and just kind of like doesn't seem to know where to go. It's just like hanging around in the corridor.
Oh boy. She's gonna have the worst day explaining where she's going with that. So it was
There
right
seems to be quite a lot of jellies as well. in the little
I think we should have waited a little bit. We could have used that jelly. Okay. So, everybody feel ready for some dream hopping?
Fuck no.
Uh-huh.
By the way, rules question for big magic. What do we actually need for big magic usually? It's
big magic. It's basically you roll it the same way as doing magic, but you're getting effects that I have decided are too big to be classed as just normal magic, and I will just give you some requirements, and it may be there's a list of the requirements that I might choose from, and I might choose more than one.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided that you needed to have the person as one of the things, and of course there are dangerous side effects. You are going to be unconscious, or your body will be, and dreamscapes are not safe, or depending on the person's mind or what's in their mind.
This should be fun.
So just to do, Bran. This isn't going to be one of those like holding hands and chanting things, is it?
Well, holding hands is actually a pretty good idea since we kind of want to end up in the same dream.
The moment that phrase is uttered, Vinny makes sure that he's standing somewhere next to Bran.
Oh my god!
Yes.
Ty, do you manage to get to hold one of her hands, or does anyone else kind of suddenly in the way?
I was looking at Jessica because
Yeah,
Bran
Jessica has.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've moved over to Tyler.
Are you going to try to get between Ty and Bran, I think is the question.
Ooh. You know what? Yeah.
Jessica is driving, of course you will.
Yeah, I step in. Okay, so we need to hold hands. I got my partner.
I'm kind of looking at. Okay. Well, I would like to form a circle, so everybody is holding everybody's hand. We need to end up in the same place. For reasons involving not knowing how to get you guys back if you accidentally end up somewhere else. Not easily, anyway. Okay.
Okay.
Circle, I get it. I mean, I hold my hand out to Bran and then to whoever is next to me. I
You
have
don't
a
really care
feeling.
about it.
Yes, I knew it.
So everyone has just basically formed the weird love hexagon
Yeah.
diagram.
Yes.
And I guess that let's keep the kid in the circle. We should be enough people and arm length so we can actually get around him. So he's in the middle.
Have you wheeled the bed out into the middle of the room, or have you taken him off the bed? He's not,
No, we just
other than some kind of monitors, he's not like kept
We just
into
moved the
any
bed
drugs or anything.
little bit, just in case. I don't want to. At least I don't want to touch the kid if something goes wrong, and I don't want to feel like I did that. so-
Incriminating evidence.
Yes, that too. Oh boy.
Yeah.
So
it's a magic.
I'm definitely going to ask help. I am not actually. I was gonna go look at the character sheets, but I'm not. I don't know who has the best cool, but I
I think
am.
you should,
Tai is the coolest.
based on
Tai is
who
the
you
coolest.
think, it should be based on who you think would actually be able to help in
But-
this situation rather
That's
than
Vinny
why-
is the most charming.
Well, that's why I was actually looking at my husband. It's like this is going to require a lot from me. I need you to be there. I need you to be for me here
Vincent,
and see
do
me
you-
through.
Does somebody make a spot for Tai to hold Bran's hand? Is this really awkward? No.
I just you know me so well. You don't. I kind of you don't. We don't need to switch places. You know me. You know if something is wrong, and you know what to do. You always know. Okay.
That expression on his face is like, I kind of want to switch places.
Jessica's not moving. She doesn't budge.
Just the grip of
Bran
Titan.
is getting, a little bit anxious to just move along and do this thing because, it's kind of big and all that. So that's why she's saying that no need to do anything else. Let's just do this.
Okay. Yeah, I got you, babe. Don't worry.
Thank you. Okay, let's do this.
And I'm right here as well.
I look at him and go, okay.
Yeah.
I'm actually for this. I'm taking the thing off of my hair, so my long hair is it just falls down because I want to. It's in my hand, which is also holding Vincent's hand. So don't take my thing.
Yeah, there's kind of a light breeze kind of building in the room as even before you. I think as you're drawing and the energy is ready to prepare.
Oh boy. So I'm trying to connect to the kid's mind first, and as soon as I feel like I was able to connect there, I try to get all of our minds to go in there. Oh, by the way, when and if this happens, you will all fall unconscious where you are now, so you might want to take a look around you so there's nothing that you will bump your head into or something. And I'm looking at
Is
Jessica.
Tai standing behind? Is Tai standing beside the window?
Oh no!
Because he will move.
There's a window nearby, but you'd have to literally like leap and do a backflip to fall out.
Oh,
I
good.
wouldn't
Just
be
checking.
surprised.
I mean, we'll see how badly she rolls.
Okay, let's do
She's
this.
gonna ace the roll. Is what she's gonna do.
That's a 10.
See? See?
Yes. Whew. I'm sorry,
can have-
Alex.
That's the correct response. You're trying to connect to his mind first, to the boy's mind, before you drew.
Yes.
So you kind of, the room, everything else in the room kind of fades away except for you and the boy. You can still feel the hands that you're holding, but you can't really see anyone else other than the boy. And you see like a surgery and see doctors kind of trying to save his life and kind of muttering about complications and stuff, and you see kind of like around the edge of this you kind of now feel like you're in the surgery room, and around in the shadows behind the doctors there's another doctor kind of stalking the shadows, kind of blonde, straggly, long hair, and you can hear like a slight, it's kind of like the chalk, the fingernails on chalkboard, and you can see one hand is like running across the wall, and so you seem to be connected into his mind. Do you bring everyone else through?
Oh yes, I don't want to be in this pain alone.
Yeah, you all suddenly like all fall backwards, kind of like with a thud in your circle. I think hands still kind of just about held in your sleep, and you all appear in this kind of a dark void, but in the center there's the pool of light where surgery is happening, and then you're kind of viewing it from one side, and somewhere in the shadows there's another figure moving.
I'm just whispering that. What do we do now?
Morgan?
Investigate.
Yes, Vincent's right. So we see the child. Now we need to find that particular doctor that seems to be the spectral energy he projects.
Is it that guy? That guy right there?
Vincent, go punch him. That should work, right, Bran?
Well, I don't know if that would be a good idea.
I walk over to that guy.
You do?
Yes.
Oh god.
As you're kind of walking towards it, you suddenly feel a little hand grip you kind of quite strongly around the wrist, just beside you. It's like, and there's the little boy Toby. And it's like, no, don't. We have to take the medicine. It's, they say it'll make us better. Don't mess with the doctor.
Do we all?
Get in trouble.
medicine?
The medicine to help.
Alright. You might have to take the medicine. I'm not sick. So you can take your medicine. I'll go talk to the creepy doctor. The doctor.
So you just push past and keep kind of circle around this kind of tableau of surgery to get to this figure. What are you trying to do? Anything in particular? Are you just wanting to talk to it, or are you going to?
I basically just tap him on the shoulder and go, "Oi."
It kind of from what it's doing, where it's standing over the the little the tray with the scalpels and things, and you can see like all syringes and scalpels, and it moves its hands away, and as it moves its hands away from the tray, you can see that its actual hands are the syringes and scalpels and implements coming out of like a doctor's robes.
I take a step back.
It turns around to kind of face you, but you can't really see its face beyond this like long blonde hair. It kind of has a female-ish form, but other than like doctor's robes and long blonde hair and its hands, it's hard to make
I
out.
basically take a step back and go like, "Okay, I think we found it."
Yeah, that's the guy. That is totally the guy.
You might.
Punch him,
I
Vinny,
think you're
punch him.
mistaken there. Ty, not the guy. Not the guy. The girl. The woman.
It kind of
The monster. Yeah. Okay.
it's turning around and now fully facing you, Vincent. Kind of and like stepping towards you. You
Right.
have to take
So.
the medicine.
No.
Won't
You need
get
to.
better without the medicine. And he's holding up its one hand with like the syringe finger, and the other
That's not a
hand's like kind of
syringe.
coming out for you.
No.
Come
Back
now.
away. Back away. Look.
You have to be a good boy. Good boy for the doctor. How's Ty doing back there?
Punch him!
the back?
Punch him!
Do we? Do we have like weapons in this?
You
dream
kind of
world?
have everything that you
Aye.
had on you.
Then I pull out my pistol and go like, ho 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 ho, keep your distance, buddy.
He kind of his hand rests on your shoulder.
No, it's not. If he touches me, I shoot.
There's like the bullets kind of are like going through smoke. It's just and it just reforms where
God damn it! I tried to get away.
Vincent is just suddenly, like, as he turns, is like yanked into the darkness.
What? Like, do we see him at all anymore?
Wait, I could have done that?
No.
Why didn't
No.
you punch him?
Did we see what happened? Did we hear what happened?
You kind of, I mean, you saw some
Shots were fired.
talk, and the shots fired, and then suddenly him just getting pulled into the darkness.
Well, Ty's gonna go charging after him because that's his cousin.
So you just
Yes.
I have to see if there's a move that would.
I feel like I should stop to read a bad situation, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna go charge after him.
Are you? Oh, actually, let's have a look at some. You've got what are your moves? You've got. Are you gonna try and make a big entrance?
Yeah, that works with a speech though, and he's not really doing a speech.
Oh. Okay, so you're trying to protect someone, I think. You're rushing in to try and.
I will protect him. I will try to protect him.
Yeah. That's plus tough.
Since I get my dice up and loaded. I get an XP point.
Don't you have like 4 tough? No?
I have close to 4. Minus 3.
So you got a 5 total.
Yay, experience.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of like charge forward and thump. Ty's gone as well.
Okay, I would like to read a bad situation now because this is getting really bad. Or maybe I should just start, that's my husband, and go after him, but...
So you've kind of, well, actually Morgan is pretty tough, but you're losing your kind of more traditional fighters
Oh boy.
quite quickly.
So...
So you're
We're not in
reading
a more traditional situation, so there's that.
Yeah.
That's a 10.
Rolling with sharp?
Yes.
I'm gonna start messing with people's stats in the doc, like knocking a point off here and there, see if no one notices.
I'm actually
Yeah.
looking at my, paper version of it, so.
Yeah. So you can hold 2 and ask some. You can basically ask 2 questions. You don't have to spend them straight away, but you can if you want.
2?
Yes.
The document I just had opened, it says 3, but is this changed?
You might not have the revised edition.
Okay, so it's 2.
Oh, actually, were you reading a bad situation? Sorry.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, no, 3.
Yay. So, what's the best way to protect the victims?
Who are you classing as the victims?
At that point, my husband and his cousin.
Okay. You.
I assume I can't put them and the boy in the same question. That would be kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to. Well, one. You could just leave the dreamscape. I think maybe you would be able to pull everyone back. Maybe. That's a bit iffy. Or I think at the moment, or you could try and follow them to wherever they've gone.
Oh boy.
If you wanted to follow them. Do you want to ask anything else?
Yes, but there are so many good questions. Like, what's the best way in? That would be a good question. Or are there any dangers we haven't noticed? Or what's most vulnerable to me? So there's like a lot of good questions. I'm going to ask what's most vulnerable to me.
I think the the kind of a resident big magic user, I think these manifestations are probably the thing that are most vulnerable to you.
Manifestations of the creepy doctor, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, and I remember James did offhandedly mention something about a car, but I think everyone was distracted. But maybe that might be kind of, people might remember that in the back of their heads, like, oh, maybe that was something.
Okay, so not the actual manifestation that was here in just, took these out, these 2, but those weird things that happen.
Yeah,
just so that
I think they're very connected.
Okay.
Or maybe the same thing.
I'm going to hold on to my last one.
Okay. Morgan and
I'm looking at
Jessica.
Morgan and, Jessica. Do we follow them? We have to do something.
Oh, by the way, Jessica, however you imagine Jessica would look if she had her own body, that's what she looks like right now. You do not look like James. Other than
do we see the difference as well?
I think so. I think you would.
Is this the first time I'm seeing that? The change?
A literal physical change, yes.
Yes.
Okay, in that case, I'm probably going to go, what the hell happened to you? But before, we have to do something. But Morgan, are you seeing this?
What do you mean?
It's a dream manifestation. It's quite all right. You look quite nice, James.
Yes, I look very good. Thank you.
Jim,
we have to get Ty back.
He looks like a she. Yes, we do. Why?
I am a she.
Well, we will talk about this later, but what do you mean we need to get Ty back? We need to get Ty and Vincent back. I need to get Ty back.
Sure, Vincent as well, yes, but we need to get Ty back.
Okay, we will have a talk later. So,
Okay.
are we gonna follow them, Morgan?
Are there other options? I don't think there are. If you know of a way to bring them back without having to follow, we can. But otherwise, I think we do follow.
We have two choices. We follow them and quickly, or we can try to pull out of the dream world. But if they don't come out, I have no idea what to do at that point.
We
So
don't have a choice then. Let's go.
let's follow. I start running towards.
Yeah. The little boy is just standing there, kind of watching the kind of tableau. The little Toby watching the Toby in surgery, and
Yeah, I'll grab the boy. He can come with us. Come along.
but
Oh, it's your nightmare
job
already.
moments.
You might as well come.
do you just like drag him along?
Of course.
Okay. I would like just a magic roll from everyone. Just quick.
Use magic.
Oh. So everyone.
Oh
roll
boy.
Plus weird quickly.
That's
Oh, you
a
have a
5.
move that you just took.
Don't forget you have luck.
5. Just to
So-
make this more fun for you, Alex, I'm going to use my could have been worse move. When you miss a use magic roll, you can choose one of the following options instead of losing control of the magic. This is going to suck. The effect happens, but you trigger all of the listed glitches but one. So I'm going
Okay.
to. That's going to should be fun for you.
Yeah. Okay, which one do you know?
I am. Okay. Oh boy. I'm going to choose the magic draws immediate unwelcome attention out of that list. Everything else
Okay.
happens.
Okay,
This
well,
is gonna be fun.
you all kind of out into the kind of misty, fading darkness around the edges of this dream, and then we see what happened to Ty and Vincent a few minutes earlier. Vincent, you feel it's like kind of hands on you into darkness, and then you hear like kind of I don't know, it's music, it's muffled, like you're underwater, and then suddenly you're in a road. And it's like raining, and it's like nothing really except for the road, and you can hear like distant music and yelling, and it's approaching faster.
The hell? I walk over to the side of the road, I suppose, first.
You kind of, as you kind of move, you kind of get clipped by a car. It's like just like moving,
Oh!
and it's smacking you in the arm, like a painful thud that kind of sends you kind of reeling to the ground.
Ah!
A splash of water in your face from the puddles. You take 2 harm.
Ouch!
Beautifully acted. And suddenly, yeah, the music is still there in the distance, you can hear it, and you can hear a car revving. Ty, you're like suddenly there, kind of like, you kind of stumble for a second, but you're there in the road, and there's Vincent laying on the ground, possibly trying to get up, I don't know.
Hmm. Yes, I want to get off the
But
road.
it's just the road, yeah. But it's just this road, and then darkness to either side.
Oh boy. I'm happier here than at the hospital. Weirdly. Ty will run over and kind of help Vinny to his feet. What the hell happened?
I don't know, where the fuck are we?
I don't know. You got pulled into the shadows, and I came to save you. Do you need saving?
Yes, the car almost drove me over.
What car?
the headlights kind of go poof, and then you get like beams of light from the end of the road.
One.
And as the lights kind of switch on, you can see kind of behind you, like you're like between the lights, and then on the other side, there's lights further down the road. There's an old man, and he's like with a cane, kind of trying to cross the road. And you hear the engines rev, and you hear like laughing and music coming from the car.
Look, they already tried to hit me once. I'm not gonna let that happen again.
So wait, is the car facing us, or is the car facing the old man, or is it facing both of us?
Both. You're in between. You're
Got it.
kind of you're in the crossfire.
Oh boy.
No, you don't understand. They are in the crossfire. The car is. Right now. That's where it is. In the crossfire.
Well, Ty's
I
gonna
start shooting at it.
try to go get the old man out of the road before the car decides to pull forward.
Yeah. You gonna go for help? Protect someone?
Oh yeah, because that worked so well last time. Thank goodness. Okay, that's an 8.
So
And I'm okay with that.
So how do you, what are you gonna do? You kind of duck roll, lifting him up?
Silly things. So I think he's probably going to run over there and basically try to pull him aside, which is probably going to turn into kind of a flying tackle should the car actually decide to pull forward.
Yeah, you kind of, as you kind of like grab him and go into the roll, you get kind of bounced over the hood. But you're rolling with it, so it's like, I mean, there's like a crack of glass as you kind of like roll back onto the pavement, kind of protecting the old man from the blow.
Awesome.
And he's like whimpering and, but it always hits me. It'll come back. It'll always hit me.
Not this time.
No, am I hitting it?
So you mentioned something about crossfire. I'm guessing you meant you want to shoot it.
Oh yes. I'm
Yeah.
trying to kick its
Yeah,
ass.
You fire, and it just, the bullets just do nothing. They just shoot into the darkness.
I'm liking this place less and less. Everything I shoot just doesn't respond to it.
Oh, it's not the way they're supposed to.
Okay, there's like as you can you hear the kind of car zooming off. There's a kind of a bit of a ripple of reality, and a woman flies into the road.
Flies?
Jessica.
Oh.
Well, comes like rolling out of the void, and then what glitch did you choose, by the way, Morgan? Because you got 79.
I chose none. I chose none because I rolled really well. I think it's all Branwen's fault.
Yeah.
It says a 9.
Yes, I have a +3 weird, so no bitch whatsoever. I'm perfectly fine.
Oh, so the total is over. Is 10
I've
or
rolled a
more?
9. The total is a 12.
Okay, that's fine enough. And no immediate harm, immediate unwelcome attention is drawn. So yeah, Morgan and Jessica kind of appear about the same time, and suddenly kind of like there's like almost like a little lightning crack as Bran kind of falls through. It's like kind of painfully an arc of electricity or some sort of energy kind of comes off her as she kind of hits the street, taking one harm. And she's kind of flickering slightly. Bran, you can see the street, but you can also see the surgery, and no one else can see the surgery except for you. And stalking around you've not been noticed by the doctor, who still seems the bad doctor, who seems to be still in the surgery, but it is there in that room as well, along with Toby, who didn't seem to be pulled through.
Aww.
And Toby's kind of inching. It's kind of like a shark circling the surgery, and Toby's kind of shuffling around the opposite way, staying away from this doctor. So you're seeing both at the same time, Bran.
I think something went wrong. Do you guys see the surgery still? It's like right here.
You get the gist of what Bran says, but it's a little bit like you getting having a phone call with a poor signal. It's like there's like a crackle and breaking up but you get the gist of what she's saying.
I'm sorry. Can you try again? You're breaking up a little.
What do you mean I'm breaking up? Can I hear them, by the way, perfectly, or do I hear them the same way?
There's a bit of distortion, but you don't need to get people to repeat themselves to hear what they're saying, but it is.
Okay. Well,
dreams
something went wrong. Something went wrong, and I'm in both of these places at the same time somehow.
Babe, are you okay? You look
No.
a little.
I'm not. Something went wrong with the magic. I don't know. I might disappear from here. I don't know. I'm still seeing the surgery as I'm seeing this weird place.
Oh.
And the creepy doctor is still there.
Oh, but he's. Yeah. Perhaps you can be a conduit to help us get back home. That's
Can you
excellent.
pull us through? Yeah.
I don't know. I can try, I guess.
Are you going to try and bring them back to the first dream, or are you going to try and wake up?
I don't really actually know. Do you? What do you guys think? Do you want to stay here? Do you want to go back to the first stream, or should I just try to follow you again by myself? I don't know how that would go.
Hey, Ty's dream was about that creepy guy with the creepy lady doctor with the things, right? So I think that's where we need to be.
Well, yeah, but what about this guy? And of course, Ty being Ty.
Who cares for the old man?
Ty raises his voice like she can't hear him, just like we can't hear her. He's like, babe, there's another guy here. He says there's a car that keeps hitting him. We protected him this time, but we can't leave him here.
Attack the car. Maybe that'll do something. Try to use magical attack if not everything else fails. You have Sheet James there with you.
It's probably just a nightmare. He'll wake up. We should go.
You think so?
Well, what about her? There's another girl here too. Sorry, we'll get you out of this, whoever you are.
I'm fine, Ty.
That's just Jay.
It's Jessica.
I'm confused.
I am just nodding wildly.
We're in our dream state.
This
What
is my
do you
true
think
self.
that
Oh, okay, I got it. I got it. Say
what
no
do you think
more.
he sees herself as?
Yes, I get it.
Oh, now we're
You're a
confused.
very pretty woman, James.
I'm not James. I'm Jessica. Okay.
Jessica,
This
yes.
is the way I've always been. You want? Let's focus on the car.
Okay, yeah. So we've got a little kid and we've got an old guy that we should save somehow.
Look, is this the same kid?
Is it?
It was the kid. It looks exactly the kid that was in the surgery dream. It looked exactly like the one that was in the ward, the coma ward, with the other patients.
Morgan, what do the
I believe we're in the nightmare
precipitation
realm.
people
Yeah, I
what the
know.
trees say?
I think. I know you have instincts and desires that are to help everyone, but I think people who are stuck in nightmares, that's something they have to deal with. We have a child who's manifesting and threatening the real world, and I think that should be our priority.
But it's the same kid.
But I thought it was an old man.
Well,
Well,
yes,
this
but
is the old man.
the kid. The kid over here. Ah.
Right, we're trying to help the kid. The old man with the car is completely unrelated, right? Or
Try to. I don't know. The car might have something to do with the doctor. Try to attack it if regular physical attacks don't work. Try a magical way to attack it.
Didn't somebody say something about a car?
There was a
What?
car in the hospital hall before.
Yes.
There was a car in the hospital.
All right, Jay mentioned a car.
Yeah, it almost run me over, and I helped a nurse at the last minute. That was when I got separated from you.
Do we see a physical change in at the moment?
Is James coming to the fore a bit more?
Oh, that's right. It would be James. No,
Actually,
unless you want to trigger it, I guess. Yeah, I'm losing my accent.
yeah, I think there's actually just another person standing. Like you just suddenly, you didn't like even notice them appear, but there's just another person. There's literally two of you.
There's no.
So James is there as well.
So
He doesn't
James,
seem quite
Well,
as
this
solid.
makes things much easier. Now we know at least who we're talking to. Thanks, Jay. And I mean both of you.
I think James will speak up and start explaining what would happen. About the car, goes through all that. Yeah.
Right.
So we have to save him too. Babe, the car is also threatening the real world. We have to save him too.
Okay.
So Morgan, tree people. What did the tree people say? How do we fight the dream things?
oh, I don't know. Perhaps I can recollect a bit more.
Perhaps you can.
So
Do you want to go ahead and recollect?
Yes, I'd like to use my dark past then. And that'll be rolling plus weird, so I'm sure that I'll roll a 2. Here we go. Oh, that's a 10. Let's see, I get 2 questions. Sorry, Keeper, sorry. Alright. What black magic do I know that could help here?
I think it's it's kind of less magic and more just realizing this isn't a physical realm. This is will. This is, I mean, magic is definitely a manifestation of will, so it works quite well here, but in the dreamscape. But if you go in thinking in very real world or physical terms, you're not going to get anywhere. That's one of the most important things you know about dreamscape travel.
Right. So, from what I recall, this is a lot like that movie with the pills and the one man who was Larry, and then he became Lawrence, and there was a lot of the stop motion running with a very nice soundtrack. It's like that.
What?
It was a movie. It was a movie. It has the one from Bill and Ted's. I remember Bill and Ted's with the time travel, and it's like Doctor Who, but it wasn't Doctor Who. And I think that the man who was the voice on the Thomas Tank Engine show, he was on that. He was the roof formation or something. But it's a movie. This doesn't matter. I'm sorry. Let's skip ahead. All right. So all of this is just a. It's just a will. It's the thought. It's the thought that counts, right? No, literally. And so we need to ignore that this is a car.
Wait. Are you talking about Inception? Because if you're talking about Inception, then you mustn't be afraid to dream a little bigger, darling. And I tried to pull out a grenade launcher.
That is awesome.
Okay, I would like a I wanna use magic as a kind of my way of describing somebody's ability to control reality in this. So use magic to bring out a grenade launcher.
7. Woo.
So yeah, you kind of pull out a grenade launcher, but there's some kind of effect, a glitch.
Ooh, let's see. Sorry, I really don't know anything about doing magic because
It's on the second page of the Hunter reference.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Down in the bottom left corner.
Glitches. I think it draws immediate unwelcome attention. Come on.
The headlights, your shadows are kind of slowly drawn out longer as the lights quickly get nearer and nearer. The sound of engines and music and laughing as the car kind of zooms out of the darkness. Do you all just stand there?
No! I have a grenade launcher now.
Well, I guess that's exactly my point. You can think of whatever you want here, like...
The car is now like a few meters away.
There you go, shoot it with the t-shirt cannon.
So you fire, I'm guessing?
Yes. I tried to kick its ass.
Okay. Kick his ass.
That's 11.
That's 11. What extra effects do you choose?
Let's see. I think I would force them where I want them.
So, where do you...
Off the roads, basically.
Yeah. So you where do you fire it? Kind of.
Oh, that's just right underneath, like. You
There's
see
just
the grenade going.
Yeah. Yeah, the car kind of just as it's about to kind of hit, the kind of explosion kind of sends it kind of rolling, spinning, kind of just like mere inches, few centimeters past you guys. It's like rolling down the road, like sparks, and the the music kind of still going, but the sounds of laughter kind of stops as it just kind of rolls and kind of skids to a halt, kind of just gently spinning upside down.
I hold up my hands to Morgan, like, thanks for the tip on the Inception.
No problem. Wasn't what I was saying, but as long as you took as a tip.
The old man is still kind of. Are you kind of arms? How is he there with you, Ty?
Oh,
You
when the
just stand
car
beside him?
showed back up, Ty would have, kind of pushed him behind him and taken
Yeah.
a defensive stance.
But the old man is just kind of behind you and still just kind of muttering, but it always comes back. I always get run over. I was too slow. I'll always get run over.
Well, it's not doing any running now.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
go.
here to put a stop to that.
Right. Personally, you could have a jetpack now. If you thought about it hard enough, like Inception, like Vincent said.
Roll plus magic.
But not me. I don't want a jetpack. I'm just suggesting that to get out of the way of the car, you could do that. I think Vincent could. He'd look quite charming with a jetpack, though.
Do we
I
want to have
would.
a quick bio break?
Okay.
Yes, it's a good idea.
Yep. Okay, we'll just have a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Refuel, and we'll be back with you. just wait to get everyone back. Since there was a little bit of confusion, Toby, the boy, is still in his surgery dream. The rest of you are in the hit and run, this seemingly hit and run dream, with the old man. And Bran is currently
In
kind
both.
of in both.
And if anyone is wondering how I from that description, if anyone is still wondering how I got to Inception.
It's dreamscapes, they're meant to be confusing.
Right. Morgan was trying to explain the Matrix, but then she went off on a little bit of a tangent. And she was trying to describe that Lawrence Fishburne was in it, who earlier in his acting career called himself Larry. So she decided to try to help by describing another actor who was Keanu Reeves, who was in Bill and Ted's Adventure, with the character of Rufus, played by George Carlin, who for a brief period was the narrator on Thomas the Tank Engine. That is how Morgan watches movies.
Made perfect sense to everyone.
Yeah, no, I think at least one time per session, Morgan should always make some sort of pop culture reference, because
she kind of rules pop culture. She
does.
Yeah, she's the best.
But if we're on a quiz, I don't want to be on your team.
None of these answers are correct. But is there a D? Like the bar, the bar trivia thing. None of them would be right in her mind because that's not.
I just imagine her sitting there like, "Oh dear, we seem to be losing. Oh, this is terrible."
This always happens. I never get the free beer or the chicken wings.
I just think we'll lose every time. It's so sad.
How does that make you feel being on the losing team again? I think they're mocking you. Wait, that makes you angry? Oh, well, they're not.
I think Yona is eating, but is here. Shall I start?
Go on. Don't have to wait for me.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, before I continue eating, can I just imagine myself completely here? At least try to.
You can try to, which is probably a good thing to do, maybe, because, I mean, your magic was temporary. That was one of the glitches, so...
Yep. So, I am imagining myself right next to Dai, holding his hand, and just feeling him near.
Yeah. If you roll...
Use magic?
Weird. Yeah, use magic.
That's a 12, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that was a little bit better this time.
Yeah. Yeah. So you kind of as you do it as well, you notice that doctor kind of just tilt his head to
creepy.
look at you and to just focus on you, and then poof, that world is kind of gone, and you're just in the street, in the rain, the dark. There's the upturned car which is kind of now kind of slowly just fading away.
Okay, I'm finally here.
How did you get here?
Well, the same way you got your rocket launcher. Good move, by the way.
Oh, thank you. So
And
that
thank
actually
you, Morgan.
works.
Yeah, thank you, Morgan. So you helped me to get here. That was kind of scary. I was stuck in, those two worlds, and that creepy doctor, I kind of feel like she was watching me when I left that dream. Ugh.
Well, don't worry. You're safe with us. And he, puts an arm around her and gives her a big kiss on the cheek.
I am. Thank you, honey. I'm so happy I'm here with you. I glanced at Jessica. A little bit like fine.
Morgan moves a little closer to Vincent. I'm sure this makes him sad.
Vincent is trying to focus really hard on something.
Oh boy.
No.
Don't hurt yourself.
What's he trying to do?
He's not trying to do anything. He's trying to prevent his brain from doing it.
Oh.
Oh.
Is he using his will on reality?
No, yeah, well, he's trying to not use his will in reality.
Oh, act under pressure.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
There we go.
I was. Let's see.
Be cool, Vinny. Be cool.
It's a 6.
Yeah, what were you trying not to do to make happen?
I'm imagining Bran in spicy underwear.
Oh boy.
This is not my doing. That kind of yeah.
So that really happens.
But it kind of, but it's for some reason it's kind of really obvious that it's kind of this thing is coming from Vincent. Like you kind of there's some energy or something where it's immediately obvious that Vincent did that. It doesn't last for very long. It's kind of
Long enough
like
that I would go like,
couple
hey,
of
what are you doing? Jump behind Ty and try to hide there. And, imagine full clothing, quickly back.
Sorry,
Anything.
Yeah,
sorry.
Dude. What the hell?
I tried not to.
You can kind of start to hear, kind of just out of hearing, almost kind of bass thump of music.
Ah. Vinny,
Seems
you're on
whatever
car
you're
duty.
doing. It seems whatever you're doing is just
Grenade launcher is ready.
going to reset, and it doesn't seem to be having any.
We should go back, and we can take the old man with us, but we should go back and face the doctor now, right?
I'm going to do something that Ty doesn't usually do. And I'm going to fail spectacularly. That's going to be amazing. I'm going to try to investigate a mystery.
Aha!
Aha! Yeah, that's a 6. All the XPs.
Can we help?
I just want to check. Well, since I haven't decided this now, I'm going to say yes. I might start to decide on some retroactive. You have to retroactively decide if you're going to help or not. We'll see. Is that your role, by the way?
No, this is the old one still.
Okay.
So Ty is basically like, I don't
Yes, that's
think
my role now.
doctors- yeah, yes.
Experience horses.
Ty,
Go team non-magic.
you kind of do you try and like concentrate your will
Yeah,
to
it
try and figure
hurts.
this thing out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just as you're doing that, you kind of the thing you're trying not to think about crosses your mind. Suddenly, you're not there with the group.
Uh-oh.
You're lying on the table, and the doctors are all around you,
Shit.
and you feel like sluggish, like you can't move, and hazy, and you can see behind the doctors, circling, blonde hair and the doctor's robes, and those hands.
Oh god.
And
What is-
yeah, and Vincent.
Yes. I helped.
You did, didn't you? You're. Having two misses at the same time is way to put the pressure.
You're welcome.
You kind of like, and you kind of like wake up into the real world with a gasp. And there's a woman doctor. She's standing over you. You can see like she's got a little bit of like a bracelet. You might notice that's some sort of looks something kind of like maybe that Bran would wear. And she's got blonde hair, and she's like, "What the hell are you doing in my ward? And what that stupid stuff with the door?" So yeah, everyone else, Ty and Vincent just went poof, disappeared.
I'm basically going to her like, whatever that kid has, I think it's contagious.
Look, I'm calling security. If you don't leave right now, and what the hell are these people doing here?
Oh, wait, we're friends. We're friends, and I don't know. Watching someone sleeping, it's soothing. We just fell asleep. Really, don't have to worry about us.
You trying to manipulate her?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Roll plus charm.
Yep. Yeah. That's a 9. They'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now.
Yeah, you need to. I mean, just saying that you're friends, you need to either give someone context, something more. I mean, she. I mean, yeah. I mean, she seems receptive to at least listen,
Yes.
other than. I mean, she obviously seems not super like weirded out by the the strangely attired people lying in a circle. And
I just walk up to her and go. I sort of take her hand and like, look, we're just he's so dear to us, and we're just trying to get through to him. We're just hoping that if we were here sleeping with him, that maybe he could hear us. And I know it's desperate, but can't you understand that he's been out of it for so long now, and
And who are you?
I'm a cousin. And that
You're
over there.
all.
Well, no. That's his brother. That's his another cousin, other side. That's his older sister. Yes.
She's like, well, while that stupid door spell is still up, I'm going to check the system. You
Wait,
don't
stupid door what?
touch anything. And she kind of walks away and opens the little side room. You kind of get a whiff of incense, but then she kind of goes in there and is like checking something.
I am certainly very disturbed by the fact that she said door spell. She wasn't supposed to know that.
Ty, you're the kind of doctors. Some of the doctors kind of part, and the normal doctors kind of part ways, and the other one kind of glides forward, looming over you. Like the little boy Toby is kind of sitting. He's like standing near the bed, kind of slightly crouched down, hiding, and he's like talking to you. He's like, you have to do what the doctor says. They say the doctor's here to make you better. I don't trust that. I don't like it here.
Yeah, me either. I want my axe is what I want.
You trying to will your axe.
Really hard.
Well, if you roll plus weird.
Oh my god, that's a 7.
You kind of your axe. Oh, what's your glitch? What's the kind of glitch in there?
What would be fun? I will say the magic draws immediate unwelcome attention.
Your axe kind of appears in your hand, but you still kind of, you can kind of feel the sluggishness kind of fading. The hand rests on your hand that's holding the axe, kind of, and you feel kind of it being held down, and it kind of leans in and kind of sniffs, and then scalpel finger kind of hovers over your chest.
Okay.
Everyone else other than Vincent, you're in the street. The rain's still falling. The old man's there. The old man is suddenly now just kind of left alone in one little side of the street now that Ty's disappeared, and he's kind of like trying to get his cane up off the ground and get off the road.
Yeah, escort the old man. We need to go. We need to go back to the hospital room. I think that's where the others are. Bran, you are the most recently from that area. Can you guide us?
So you want to go back to where we started in the dream world, or you want to go back to out of the dream world?
Well, we can't leave Vincent and Ty. So I think we need to go back to...
Where we started.
Right.
Okay. So we could also just try to will our way there in case it works, because it seems to be working.
All right. Does anyone need help? If not, I'm
Technical
going.
question: could we sort of everybody be helping everybody somehow?
I would allow one person to do the magic roll and one person to help to move everyone.
Okay.
Or you can all just do a weird, roll this weird and all separately.
So helping was with what? Cool.
Help is with cool, and
I seem to have best call from the three of us who are left here, so
I
will
lead
do
the way, and you guide me.
Yes.
And, we shall bring James, Jessica along as we go.
Okay.
All right, here we go. This shall be
9.
excellent. And that is a 7 plus 3, a 10. With your plus 1, it makes it an 11.
Yay! You really want to leave this place?
yeah. Yeah, so you're trying to just go back to that surgery room.
Yes, where we started.
The rain kind of suddenly disappears, and suddenly the image in front of you is Ty on the surgery table, kind of his hand held down. He's got the axe in his hand, but he's like trying to move it, and the doctor is leaning over with a scalpel, and there's just a slight prick of blood from his chest as the scalpel finger is touching.
I want to get that finger off of her.
Jessica. Pies.
I was just gonna say Jessica like tackles the doctor. No, shooting the doctor has never hurt. So a physical thing. I'm gonna throw my spell.
Oh.
The big whammy.
Cool.
Oh, this sounds
And
vicious.
just no.
Yeah, if that hadn't worked, I was going to start describing his muscular chest to see if that would help Jessica. Which is slightly revealed at the moment.
Right. So basically, I'm kicking some ass, but I roll weird instead of tough. So.
Is there any other options for you to choose from when you do that?
This attack has a 2 harm, close, obvious, ignore armor. But that is a 10.
Okay, so you get to choose an effect.
You know what? Because I'm mad and scared Ty is getting hurt, I would like to inflict terrible harm.
So what does your big whammy look like?
It's a kind of the inky blackness just kind of starts kind of developing over my hand and kind of just strikes, well, in this case I don't know how it would affect this kind of creature, but usually just strikes a person and just kind of like envelops them and blow, the shockwave takes them back.
Yeah, the blast kind of just slams into this doctor, kind of sending it disappearing into the kind of the void that surrounds the pool of light. And Ty kind of is suddenly kind of free to move.
I'm gonna run to him. Honey, are you okay? Did that thing hurt you?
No, but I think it smelled me.
It what?
I don't know.
That's
Where's Vinny?
Yeah, where is he? We just saw him disappear, so we assumed he would be here.
Not here.
I wonder if I
Back
could
in-
summon him.
Oh. I was thinking we could cut to the reality, real world, the waking world, at least. So yeah, you
I'm
you've
going
been left
to follow
alone for a
that
moment.
lady.
Oh,
No, I'm going to follow her.
Oh.
After that comment of like the door spell, I'm like, wait, what? And I go after.
So you open the door into that room.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, she's got her back to you, but you can see in the room there's like a little altar with kind of little figures of patients that you can recognize from the room, and you can also see some kind of lab equipment as well, like distilling certain chemicals and such. And she's like looking at the computer, and it's like, they're not cleared for visitation. And like it's like ring. She's like holding up the phone and like, look, security, can you come to the ward?
Hold
3?
on there. I don't think you're cleared for medication.
But look, this is sensitive equipment. Leave this room right now.
Oh, is it sensitive visit? Oh, you shouldn't have told me that. And I start to, I take out my gun and like, cause really, if it's sensitive.
Look. This. Right. I've got like 7 coma patients out there. This is maybe the only thing that might bring them out. Look, you said you were here to help the kid.
Uh-huh.
That's
Yes.
what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to bring them out of the
Oh, yeah.
coma.
Oh, you know,
Look, this might look a bit strange, but it's
a bit, yeah.
It's there to help. It's
Well, call off security for starters. We're trying to help.
look. She's like,
I said call off
It's-
security.
look,
And the
it's
gun starts pointing towards her. Like, look, not kidding.
she's like, look, it was just a practical joke. Don't need anything. It's fine. Situation's fine. And you can like, just for a second, you can hear like, somebody kind of mumbling a voice like, what coma ward? Has there been a coma ward? And none's hung up. The spell seems to still be in effect. Seems to. So, look, I put the phone down. Security isn't coming, but look, why do you want to destroy?
Because whatever you're doing here, something is leaking out.
What are you talking about?
I don't know what I'm talking about. The other people in the room there know what they're talking about.
What?
What I'm saying is,
I think
we
I'd
have
like
to
to cut
wait
back
until they wake up.
on that kind of just, huh? And then cut back to the people in the dream.
I wonder if I could summon him, perhaps. If he's still stuck somewhere within the dream.
Yeah, do you want to try and summon him?
Well, can't leave without him, so yes.
Go for it.
All right. This is where the dice will fail me. Oh, not quite a failure. That's an 8.
I think I have a way of interpreting this. So if you want me to just, unless you have an idea of what your glitch.
Take it away, Keeper.
Yeah, there's like we cut back to the waking world for a second, and you're like in this mid kind of argument conversation, and Vincent just suddenly just collapses to the floor. And he's like, what? And Vincent, I mean, whatever you were just saying, what was like the last thing you were saying? You're saying that as you appear in the dream.
I think I was still going on about, look, the people on the floor now know what they're doing. I do not. And then suddenly, like...
And you're like facing it, when you appear, you're facing away from everyone else and just like yelling into the void.
So we hear him say he doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, you hear that.
Finally, you admit it.
You don't know what you're doing, do you?
Well, I'm happy you're back. Where did you go?
I was awake. They're on to us.
Really?
There's an entire secret lab keeping an eye on these people.
What?
And I was just having a discussion with one of them, but now I'm probably just asleep up there, aren't I?
Yes.
Send me back.
Oh.
I think we should all maybe go back.
Maybe we should all go back.
Yeah.
Somebody's in the room.
Yes.
There's... Yes.
Okay, let's... do we... Like, can we just will ourselves back, or can we do a joint effort again?
A joint effort. One roll of magic and one help if you want to do a help.
Bran, will you help me, please?
Yes, I will.
All right, here we go. Everyone join hands. Vincent, you need to be closest to me.
That's a 12.
That's a 15. That's 16.
Okay. The butt.
I thought I'd wasted
you're
my...
like kind of and suddenly you're no longer in this darkness and it's this hospital lighting, and Vincent, your kind of cheek stings slightly, and she's like, the doctor's standing over you and like just like jolts back as you actually suddenly wake up. Obviously you...
No. I planned that. I just went to get them back.
She kind of like looks out the door and sees everyone kind of getting up. Like, who are you people?
Who are you?
We're here to kill something.
Yeah.
These are patients?
No,
Please
there's
don't-
somebody with the secret lab.
Yeah.
That'll
Yeah.
do.
There's like a shady hospital organization of evil doctors with things on their fingers that stab people, and we're going to kill them.
Look,
Yes.
As I was saying, something is leaking out of your little experiment here. That's what I was saying. I may have said it after I...
Yeah, you just... Okay, back up, everyone. Does somebody... Okay. Who are you people again? You here to kill...
No,
Doctors?
we're here to banish. Banish
Monsters.
something bad.
With an axe. Pretty much
What-
the same thing as killing.
Preferably.
You're not helping, Ty.
Okay, who did the door thing?
Which door thing? The stick? The stick behind the door? That was me.
Yeah. She kind of like looks, she's getting kind of hand waves to ignore you. No, the spell.
I did that.
Okay,
How do you
I'm
know
just trying-
about that spell?
Yeah, that was why I was wondering. That's why I followed her.
look, I dabble in the arts as well. I was trying to. I've been using some rituals and some magic to try and help these patients, and try and bring them out of the coma, and
It wouldn't be
I think you.
Polynesian thing
So-
you're doing?
Are you the shady group of doctors we're supposed to kill?
Looks like it.
I'm a doctor.
You might be making it worse.
I would say that it's pretty sure you're making it worse.
Okay. Can someone who's maybe a little more eloquent just tell me what's happening? What you say?
Well, we got into this kid's dreams, and there's a really creepy doctor lady with all kinds of stuff, doing bad stuff for people.
And not
And
forget the
Maybe
car.
as you're saying this, you might actually kind of realize that the doctor, the one in the nightmares, and the one who's standing in front of you, have a slight resemblance. The blonde hair, long blonde hair, and lab coat, and less needles for hands and creepiness, but
Don't forget the car.
Right, the car. Do we?
was there an?
Okay,
Did
I'm
you
gonna
say-
ask my last question.
Put up points. Oh yeah.
Since I think I want to ask the same thing. What's the best way to protect the victims? And this time I mean her victims.
To fix, to find the flaw in her work. Something. This is not an intended effect. This seems to be something.
So it looks like she's sincere in what she's doing. Okay.
It seems so, yeah.
So you do realize that whatever you're doing, it's probably causing things you don't want to happen, right? Because in the dream world, I think it's you. You have scalpels where your fingers are supposed to be, and you cut off
Not
people
sexy.
and do. Not sexy. I totally agree. It's horrible. You're actually hurting these people. Something is going wrong with whatever you're doing.
Oh, I really was just trying to help. The normal medicines weren't helping, and I, through my family, I knew a thing or two of alternatives. And
Okay. Can you trace back what went wrong? Can you at
Well-
least help us trying to figure out?
well,
What
I've
went
got
wrong?
I could show you my notes and I think my workings out, and yeah, I mean, you seem to have a very strong grasp of magics, and
Well, luckily I have a couple of other magic people here with me, so we should be able to figure this out, right? Oh, by the way, does James look like James again?
yes,
Okay. So I'm slightly confused of what.
I think maybe still going by Jessica at the moment, unless.
Yeah, Jessica's persona is still in charge, but yeah, I look like James.
Okay, so
When you woke up, did you pull your hair back to? Because isn't there some sort of physical
Yeah,
change? Well, not physical change, but kind of demeanor and.
Demeanor, yeah, I would have pulled my hair back in a ponytail.
which looks weird if James never does that.
You've seen him do it a few times, but yeah, maybe you're putting two and two together and. I mean,
So-
if this is why my thinking, and just shows you like kind of this kind of neat written out kind of formulas and also some like formulas and stuff that you don't really understand and stuff. But then also there's a layer of kind of incantations and runes and things that are more your wheelhouse.
So, Morgan, does this look like the Polynesian stuff you were talking about?
I'll take a look. I don't think they were very heavily into mathematical formula, so I think perhaps she's taken her own path, which is why it's gone a bit awry. James, by the way, this is why you don't go off on your own all half-cocked, like, well, with magic.
Ah, okay. Good to know.
Yes, we need to work together to undo this. And I think that perhaps you should speak with us the next time you wish to help others using methods such as this.
I mean, no one has any. I mean, okay,
Well, now you have
has
some
anyone got
guidance.
hurt?
Now we can help you, right? To make sure that what you intend is what can actually happen.
I mean, that's just what I wanted. I mean, if I knew I was someone who was being hurt, I mean, you can use any of my supplies I have, and she's got like incense and vials of things, and
Well, the good news is that it only happened in the dream world, and so there was no physical manifestation of some of the pains. The bad news is that it could if it had gone on any longer, it could have resulted in a great many people coming to actual harm. So let's see what we can do, Bran, and we'll have to keep in touch for the future.
Yes. Okay, let's get to work then. Can I help her again?
yeah,
I don't know. I like mechanically. I know that's probably the smarter way, but I really would like Bran to kind of lead this. She's the man. She's the spell slinger.
I think I would like I would like somebody to solve the magic part, but I would also like a kind of investigation mystery to kind of figure out where the kind of more mundane side is going wrong as well.
I think James / Jessica, whoever you are right now, should have a look at the mathy thing.
Yeah, that might be good.
Specifically, James would be good at that.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. He wouldn't be. He's not
That's why I generally just say J, so I don't mess it up.
Jay.
I think he means me, darling.
Yeah, Jay. So Jay should look at the math thing.
Well, I think you should, honey, come over here and just, make sure that I'm safe.
Won't leave your side.
Thank you.
Was that like a kind of a little dig at Jessica?
A little.
Stand away from the creepy guy.
There was a slight smugness there to Bran.
Oh, Dad likes protecting her.
Okay, so
Go ahead and do it.
I will
Mystery or
try
the
to
magic.
follow that. I'm doing the magic thingy, trying to follow what she's done to see.
So I use magic
That's
from
13.
And James is having a look at the kind of maths with a roll plus sharp.
Also a 12.
Yeah, you kind of just like both of you like look over and just instantly go, yeah. You just like instantly see what's wrong and just like, yeah, you just have to, a bit of mass jargon from James, just like, and a simple adjustment to some symbols and incantations. You can just see it, and
Good job,
it's
James.
super obvious to you, both of you, what needs to be fixed.
Or is it
Yeah.
Jessica? I'm sort of confused.
This is getting a bit confusing. Yeah, this is Jessica. But yeah, it looks like he just combined a few things that she shouldn't have combined. Just take out this step. Should be good.
Okay.
So, she's like kind of chewing her pen and looking thoughtfully at the changes you've made. Has Bran made? Have you like changed stuff in it or just said anything about it?
Yeah, it looks like you just probably, used wrong incense or something and might have, that combined with the incantation going wrong a little bit caused something.
Oh, yeah. I mean, seeing it written out right, like, yeah. Oh, my grandmother would have killed me for being so sloppy. Oh,
Well, luckily she doesn't have to know about this.
well, yeah, she's been dead for 15
Well-
years, but also that doesn't usually stop her. Anyway,
Oh, relatives, I know that.
look, if you hadn't come along, how did you even look? I'm so glad you came along, guy. I'm sorry if I was rude to your helper. Kind of gesturing at Vincent. Look, this might actually. Could you help me just finish off the ritual? I mean,
Sure.
if
That'll... Maybe we can actually get them to wake up.
she kind of goes round like dabbing the kind of this paste that she's like made like changes to on like the foreheads of all the patients, and it's like look, I don't trust myself. Could one of you read the incantation and finish the ritual?
Jessica, would you like to do the honors?
I can give it a shot. Yes.
And
Roll plus weird.
Yeah.
Use magic.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, roll. Oh, okay. 13.
Yeah. I think that might be a success.
I look all proud of myself. I kind of a quick glance over to Morgan and then like happy that I said it right.
Good work.
A little nod from the mentor. It's very nice. Yeah, there's like the lights kind of flicker, and one of them like just bursts, kind of sending sparks, and then like all the patients kind of shudder for a second, and then just like and start kind of their eyes kind of flickering and like what? And you can hear like the mumbled voices of all of them kind of waking up from their coma.
I will take off the guarding spell because they will probably need some medical attention at this point.
Kind of slightly flustered nurse kind of pushes through the door and it's like, the jellies. I got all of them.
Thank you.
She kind of like pushes past you, Bran, and it's like goes to Morgan. I got all the jellies.
Thank you so much. Now that the children are awake, I know that they will be famished. It's wonderful timing.
Do you want me to hand them out?
Please.
Oh, okay. And she kind of like starts handing out to the little boy and looking kind of confused and kind of still kind of. He looks a little wary. He kind of like smiles at some of you, but kind of like looks warily at the actual doctor. Still kind of nervous, probably rightly so. And this old man waking up and kind of just numbly takes the little jelly pot, and there's a few others waking, and yeah. And the doctor's like, this is what I was trying to do all along. You fixed it. Thank you. I don't know how to thank you.
Well, it's enough to just see these people wake up.
Okay. Next time I try anything like this, I'll be sure to get, yeah. Could I have your numbers?
Yes.
If I need to.
Yes. So don't try anything like this alone.
Yeah. So,
Do we? By the way, do we have like calling card thingies?
If you need anyone else's number.
Do we have calling cards? Would it be kind of cool if we did?
We tried, but Ty and I could never quite agree on the logo.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the font you want is too hard to read.
It's perfectly fine for my eyes. I'm sorry that you have trouble with that, Ty. You getting old?
No. It's all spidery and fancy.
Yes, thank you.
Look, the point is, you can get a hold of Father McCabe at St. Catherine's. He knows how to reach us.
Does his phone still work?
Of course it works. It's a landline. Those things don't break. I mean, they might eventually shut them off, because who uses landlines anymore? But he's got one.
Father McCabe uses landline.
Well, okay. Thank you. This is. Look. I don't want to be rude, but I don't know how exactly I could explain all of you.
I think you should take full credit and we should just leave.
Yes, I agree.
I thank you. I should really see to them that they've. Well, yeah.
Go.
Thank you again. And she kind of like shakes some of your hands and stuff. Doesn't really bother with Vincent.
What?
Well, please just help, with a helper.
Yeah. Just a helper.
Ty offers Vincent a jelly that he totally pilfered from the nurse.
Good. Thanks.
Yes, apricot flavored. So.
It is.
Nice.
So yeah, you leave the ward. Vincent, do you just tuck it straight into your apricot jelly?
Oh yes. Comfort food.
Yeah. You I think as you pass, you may kind of see security kind of talking to a nurse who seems to be kind of a bit bruised and battered and kind of holding her head. the one that James saved. But she doesn't recognize any of you, so she was kind of unconscious in the time. So, and you go into the sunset.
Yay!
And then you'll get XP,
Yay!
and we figure out some XP.
Do we still mark XP for failed rolls, even
You
if we
do.
get... Oh, awesome. Then I have one
Failed
more.
rolls get you XP. Whenever a move tells you, or when your roll totals 6 or less.
Okay.
If you got help out to bump it into a 7, I don't think that counts. But yeah, any other time.
But when I used it could have been worse thing, that counts, right?
That
'Cause I-
counts, yeah, because it was
yeah,
still
totally
a
failed.
6 or less. Because that doesn't really make a situation that much better.
No.
Okay, I will start this time with Ty.
Yay!
And so, did you conclude the current mystery?
Yes.
Well done. Did you save someone from certain death or worse?
Sure did.
Okay. Did you learn something new or important about the world?
Not 100% sure that we did, because this was just caused by somebody who doesn't really know how to use magic.
But we also
Okay.
learned that in the dream world we can, imagine stuff and make it happen.
That's very true.
You can
Perception.
imagine rocket launchers.
Or other things? Yeah.
Yes.
It
Yes.
was a grenade launcher. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Okay.
Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Yeah, Vinny is totally picturing my wife half naked.
Yeah, I think.
That's
That-
new?
I mean, that's not new, but I don't think it's ever been quite so obvious, the weird love triangle. And if we didn't accept that, I probably would accept the whole splitting of James and Jessica, and that's
I
it.
quite caught on to that one, so I'm going to lean on the Vinny one.
Yeah. You're still allowed to be very confused about that.
Good. I will be, thank you.
So you got, did you get, I think we got so you get 2 XP.
Yay, yes. Or yay me, anyway.
Does anyone feel like they didn't get yeses for at least 3?
I think everyone got 3. Some of them got 4.
Yeah, I agree. I think everybody got 3.
Yeah, so 2 XP for everyone. Above what you got at the beginning when I...
Yay! One more XP and a level up again.
Quick,
I'm
throw Ty
stunned.
through a window.
Do you jump into the car through the window?
I
Like
just feel
shotgun.
bad for our fans that are apparently waiting for that to happen.
Keep teasing it. It hasn't happened in this entire story.
Next,
I know,
next
a
session
whole
it will happen
story
like
where
that. We promise.
one whole story where it doesn't happen. It's something's wrong.
It was a different writer. They're trying something new.
Yeah.
This was
It's
great.
great.
I'm sorry I will not be here next week, but I look forward to watching it.
We're sorry too.
Will you? Well, we can talk about this after. Should go there.
All right. So please, everybody who is watching now or will be watching, that please know that on the 7th of February, you need to watch Alex's YouTube channel. And what's your YouTube name, Alex?
I think it's the same as Let's have a look. I'll go to YouTube.
All right. So while he's looking that up, I will be linking it. I have a playlist for all the Monster of the Week games. I'll make sure and link that into that playlist. So if you don't catch up to this at this point, you're just watching through the playlist, and it's like mid-February, then it'll already be there for you. And then we are taking a week off after that because it is the 14th of February, which is Valentine's Day, and there are some people who have Valentine's here, so they will be observing that romantic holiday. And then after that, I am running Legend of the Elements. We already have some artwork that Alex has created for at least one character and an animal companion. Legend of the Elements is Avatar: The Last Airbender or The Legend of Korra with the serial numbers filed off. It's a PBTA hack. Oh, yes, please.
Also, my YouTube channel is Alex Prinz, Prinz. Or Z.
That is so cool. Oh my goodness, that's an airbender, or I think it's an air shaper in the parlance of Legend of the Elements, the Please Don't Sue Me edition of this game. So yeah, and I'm not saying it's a guarantee of what the timing is, but at some point soon we will be getting back to masks. Because more art.
Yeah, it's not finished yet, but it's a spinning echidna turtle. Imagine Mario Kart shell.
Oh, it's the best. Oh, this game is going to be so great. But we hope to get some more masks. And at some point, I would not mind revisiting Wandering Monster High School, because that was just a delight. So we got some games coming your way. It's going to be a fun 2016. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Thanks so much for running this game, Alex, and everybody playing.
My
Had
pleasure.
a great time. Cool. Have a good afternoon or evening.